on the slide, trying to bend the corner, your limbs getting. That's your partner, then your twin game. All you wanna do is talk. Look, I played the game, I missed the shot, I had the incident, forgot I knew one day my hot finesse, flex, and I fell out and cut the check, monopolize, just sit, but I didn't take it, hit like I can die like any born in the day, the down in the dead, I don't see nothing but red, got the blankets and milk and the bread, I come from the east and I'm traveling west, got a machete, I chop it, the nigga, the serpent, determined, the plot and the dress, don't stop in the run, poppin' son of God, dropping anybody who next, I want a mansion, I got a million advances, I'm gonna stay in the land, so also move to LA and throw holiday money away and move back with their parents. I see the canvas, I got the brush in my hand, the colors are mixing again. Grabbing the stick with my hand, I drop my guts. The world is us, so what? Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My head is ready to bust, kicking the door when I come at the cut. Yeah. Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My head is ready to bust. Do what I do and I say what I want. Yeah, mommy, your kid in the magazine, I had a stack on my jacket at Grammy. We see the audacity. I was a bad kid, bad city. You see the duality. Who tryna battle me? Kids is after me, and I be dabbing me. Who wanna fuck me up? Mentality, you niggas fucked up. Undoubtedly, baby, don't touch the bucks. My salary, baby daddy make me triple. I'm trouble. I get the tackle and the pick and I hustle. I had to get in the huddle, in the gravel and rubble. Got me a second, I'm trying to be settled. We just hanging like a dog with a muzzle. See the bag, put him back in the huddle. We attacking, man, sit back and watch him run shotgun with the options and big blitz. Nobody block me, big win. That's a ring on the watch. Strong in when he come in the slot, trying to bend the corner, your limbs game. That's your partner, then your twin game. All you wanna do is talk. I don't need talk. I don't heard shit, I can talk. I pull up with that, trip out to that. Banging my chest and my head on the wall. Fame, I put the opposition out the game. I'm out of pocket, but I rock with the game. Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My head is ready to bust. Kicking the door when I come at the cut. Okay. Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My head is ready to bust. Kicking the door when I come at the cut.
Battery 100%. Connected to iPhone 2.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Fuck with the shit popping work.
iPhone 2 disconnected. Ready to connect.
That's why they name the streets after me. Rest in peace, the OG need a great. If you ain't real, I can't relate.
Connected to iPhone 2B.
Sorry, I got Killer, I got Reese, Alana, I got Spook, I got G. OG Tricky, he in DC. Big Bank and Ricky, 4th Street. I keep a big bank on me. I don't know an OG smarter with. Cause he just helped me make a couple mil. All the fake OGs to the left. If you went down with the plan, you got left. Me and Ace talking millions, playing chess. He one of the realest OGs I ever met. Street. Fake OGs. Real OGs, one love. Rest in peace, the OG leader great. The real OGs, I can't relate. I'm a young OG, I know the streets. That's why they name the streets after me. Rest in peace, the OG leader great. If you ain't real, I can't relate. Shout out my nigga Big, you can bleed. Shout out my nigga Yank, football season. I probably see a real OG too. Sex, money, murder, that's what Paris do. Shout out to Kim, shout out to God. Cause them niggas really seen it before it started. My nigga Rose, fly tie. I can't forget my side, that's my guy. OG Ike Decatur, where's greater? OG Tiller got the strongest flavor. Just made a crazy bet with Red and Sight. I salute the real OGs, that's on life. Fake OGs, fake love. Real OGs, one love. Rest in peace, the OG leader great. The real OGs, I can't relate. I'm a young OG, I know
is in the Steel City.
that's why they name the streets after me.
This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. Looking up at the lights and he muffs it. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Man, get that boy this message. Can't wait to phone him catch. He calling me a rapper, I'ma be the one to sketch. He claiming that he ain't the only reason for the love. I told him he a bitch, he ain't no shit, he nothing special. I just took the keys to phone him arguing over test. Why you think that he gon' rap you? He gon' do what I'm telling. I don't stop at red lights anyway. It's red like when they catch. Grant Cake, no. Grant Mac, talk about how I'm a pass, no. He a rat, freaking on that next beer. Turn you to a basket, turn up in that casket. Party block my gasket, run up in that trap, yeah. Like you can't cap, yeah. That money in the trap. So you tough, you ain't get enough, treat you like you tough, or you think you tough, cause I'm cutting dumb stuff, like my cash and lump sums, nigga don't want the problem. She put coca on her gums, switches on our guns, we can't go for none, bitch I put that on my son, why you shoot him in his back, cause that pussy try to run, get your hand out your pocket cause I know it ain't no gun.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again to Elliott, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And that nearly intercepted. Free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Haskins will throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. They run it with Balaj. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the delay, it's Balaj. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score.
Right.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Rolling to his right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Haskins to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is Tony Pollard. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Now with timeout signaled for, they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Prescott. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. Prescott toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Haskins. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. They're looking for a layup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They'll run here with Melange. Runs through the contact. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point out by Boswell. And that makes it 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. For the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder on the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where first down the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I tell my little nigga, what it is and what it is. That's gonna go.
Prescott.
We're gonna do it better than the old
Gonna look deep for Wilson. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I think I love you like I love Rex. Yeah, who don't want a boss bitch? Count money and talk shit. Ride for your nigga like you ride dick. Beyonce in public, Riri in private. If I say you look fuckable, how would you react? Staring at you, they dreaming about hitting it from the back. Ain't no way we can fuck.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
What? Come on, man! What?
Dak Prescott with a connection to City.
Oh, shit.
The Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Oh, TJ, you ain't get that.
Now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew they were getting short. They had to put something together here.
Oh.
To do so and retake the lead right back.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Butterfly doors on the triple black challenger, and I'm still in and out. Got it on spinning out, no boy, so I never have a problem in the crowd.
Hey, we were having a conversation about financial claims. How easy it is to make money.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
I'm good. I'm like, oh well. I'm a real hustler, I'm recession proof. I know how to make paper, then stack it to it. Stack it up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Down the line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
What you eat don't make me shit. So how you spend your
They'll stay on the ground. Mirage again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
I'm a real hustler, I know what to do. Flip the paper, recession proof.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
I'm in the club, holiday, baby.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to 15. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Get him up, get him up, get him up, get him up. Hey, baby, that's what we say when we put up in the truck. Tell my neighbor to cut the check, I'ma go and spin it up. On the Bentley, painted yellow like a baby school bus. 26 is
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. First down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a pickup of a couple and leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. sideline to talk over what to do next. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here we go with Haskins. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Cameron Balaj, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He's going to sure. And this one is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way down to the 12. A big play here for Dallas. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
You know, Tony's B.I.G., nigga. The best that ever lived. The best that ever did it. The best that ever lived it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
That's how we do it, y'all. Yeah, for all my niggas in the house.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Since my man died, we don't hang out. We blow brains out. We tear the club up, pull them things out. Mafia world, all my niggas maxed out. We bad boys, why y'all niggas cracked out? Coward niggas, most are very down south. Far from gangsters, really hush puppies. Niggas barely speak.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time, don't they?
All the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st first down. Now it's Haskins. He finds his target. He runs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Well, partner, still a head scratcher to me how this one ended down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this year, I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock? Right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here. And it turns out,
I ain't just call the time out. I always got to be greedy.
That's the way I was raised, and that's the way it is, bro. We roll like the Panthers, show our guns on camera, do jokes for police scanners, niggas mediocre, full of dirt like Hamburg, a bunch of niggas that wear bandanas and rap, who kept it thorough, from the heart with the barrel, BK style,
Nigga Claypool all falling and shit around, not getting down.
Mafia world, niggas nothing but swirls, they know we rap. Niggas trying to get a nut, hitting the head or below the gut. Wood style, roll them up, get plucked, nigga, what? Go back, spend the time, no cash will go to. No one got a fuck for my nigga. So all my girls, you pump them, all my girls, you hug them, you love them.
Then you set the shit across the middle, you ain't even send that shit.
The level my knees, nigga, please, I'm fucking squeeze for it.
You look like a fucking rookie coach. Out that bitch. First game ever. I know you fucking locker room, man. This shit is
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So you rolled that shit up out of there. I'm tired of you doing that shit, bro. So you keep coming in my place. So you keep opening the bag all lazy and shit.
Trey, you just went through fucking 4 weeks like I went through 4
Carry
weeks.
for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pick up of 8.
Next receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Right to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. 4 yards on the touchdown ground. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
It was right, but I was
from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one, costing about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
I'm the last motherfucker on the block with them. Tucking walking to a nigga like his eggs and ham. Never serving you.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Off the play fake, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings him 4th down.
That's exactly what defense is talking about. You got to find ways to get off the field troubles on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they can do. Now Haskins on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the Jets sweep, this is Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room running on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He said Brewster came high that at like 3 o'clock in the morning and he was telling that nigga like,
on 2nd down now, it's Harris. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
They went out for a roundabout. What are they, 2nd and short? And they brought out the heavy package. Almost thought the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Harris. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
I just wanted to let you know that shit wasn't cool. And that shit ain't acceptable. Like, so he gotta understand if he go to Chanel. He goes like, I'm not going to Chanel. He just going to
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. He'll set up the screen to Balazs. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you want balance when you're in zone coverage because you want to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. We're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop the run.
I was dying when you told me that shit. That nigga too guys could eat me serious, yo. He had to bust out laughing.
This will be play number 9 of the drive. Here's 84 yards on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the shoulder, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
This was almost what we're referring to as a Big 12.
Big 12, explain.
You're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
They were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
He stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny. You're talking about the little guy. That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a grip effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Sliding out of the pocket. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
I'm going to my last one.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on the gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk about what to do next.
I did not like nobody on the dice. I should have played the DC. That's what I should have did.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson.
The second time, I meant to play the DC, but I did that shit too late.
No! Man, I'm getting ready to turn this shit off for the night. You know, this nigga, man, hell no.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away.
Oh, this nigga do this shit in my fucking face. I was ready to just toss this fucking
They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
How many times I gotta tell that ass to come over? I fuck you right, have you walking from side to side? How many times I got to tell you as to come over? How many times I got to tell you I got a chauffeur? Everybody think it's over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for the next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson. Never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's right.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. A really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force him down.
Again, it's Haskins. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their cabinets. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll bring it down here right around the 17-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush down right. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. Plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 37. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Now Jackson on 1st down. And one more time, that's Watkins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is off of your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Ravens on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw is Jackson.
Oh, and y'all look at that shit, yo. I'm out of here, yo. Fuck that, yo. He's fucking killing me right now. Fucking right there, yo. That's the fucking 3rd time that shit done happened, yo. Like, yo, what the fuck kind of game that shit is, man? Sure.
I watch mama struggle now, she living carefree. That's why I hustle, but I have to keep that 12 G's. I'm trying to bubble every summer of the LP. You gotta love me, I got shooters out the D.
nigga right there, and this nigga like, yo, what the fuck? The player, they jumping all stupid. Like, yo, jump up and get the pick. Wow, yo, that shit would have went the other way, yo. That nigga Minka was all in motion with that shit too. That shit would have went the other way. That's what I needed at the moment. Defensive touchdown to get back in that Trey, I'm tripping. Trey, you right. You know it's supposed to be one last time, but nigga Trey come out like, fuck man, he got Brett Favre on his business. He'll just come out straight from that shit. Yeah, it's Brett Favre.
Is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. Now because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. It's complete. Sucks it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Everybody be playing the fucking show. Everybody play our way. Everybody be playing that shit.
down inside the 15-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They held him to a short gain on that one. It almost felt like on that first run, we were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, guys fielded that deep in the end zone. I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5. Second down, back to Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Now Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive can get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, I mean, Mike Evans, he's been an elite receiver for some time now, and part of that, Charles, certainly what he can do once the ball is in his hands. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 10-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Haskins throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Haskins. Quick slant, finding Claypool. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And some space here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 41 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Eluding the pressure right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Haskins on first down. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A draw play now, Balaj, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From midfield now, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Oh, he bowls over it. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skill.
Fucking catch, boy!
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they
How you fucking come down with that shit?
He couldn't make it into the end zone. On first down, it's Haskins. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, McFarland. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Balaj, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game. receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Extra point put through by Boswell. They will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 114 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits 0. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fournette. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It was JPP that time, Jason Pierre-Paul, who got in there to blow that play up. Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well, think I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to pull your play and not the free.
And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is McFarland. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Now it's Haskins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages.
She was mad, she couldn't get a burger. Oh man, could pray for a surgery. I pull up in the van converted. I pull up
Off the crossbar and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This is Fournette. And not first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Succop's kick is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. At the line to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Throwing now is Haskins. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like this.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir, and the Buccaneers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. One final shot for Haskins. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's brought down. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They just did all the possible, but still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
I got the 4 seconds
If you read the Bible, you should know that love will never help. Holding in all the shit that I feel ain't here with me, they don't need my sign. No, I was this powerful. I saw it when my grandma left. Upgrade my doses with the med. Dirty bitch, I was unfresh. Without help, I came out blessed. Put my heart from my chest. Carry that mouth, that book I read. Cross me in the wrong way. Blow your shit out.